Rex, where are you? You're supposed to take me to the doctor. Our baby might not be born yet, but he still needs daddy.
Your father needs your blood. Listen, he's lost a great deal, and our bank is low on his type if he doesn't get it.
So are you saying that if he doesn't get a transfusion...
He'll die?
Yes.
Looks like Miss Lawrence's fate is finally in our hands.
If indeed your wife has been unfaithful, sir, you will never hear it from me. Nor from my cousin Neville. You talking to me?
Is there another handsome man around?
Oh, you're looking for Mr. Buchanan. He's right behind you, heading off the bar.
Oh, crap! Hi!
Yeah? What's going on?
You guys are back. I thought you weren't getting in until this morning.
Well, craziness at home. You know, got a late start.
Yeah, but the good news is we're here now.
You guys look funny. Is there bad news?
The bad news is we can't stay.
No.
Really?
Yeah, we spoke to Dr. Evans this morning, and he just said that you're well enough to travel now.
We're taking you home, son.
I can't go. Not until I know Danny's okay.
Dad, why are we stopping? I mean, seriously, Ross, we're in the middle of nowhere.
What's the matter with you people? Why haven't you found Rayburn? Sir, we're doing everything we can. Well, you should do more then.
Todd, you might not want to alienate the people who are looking for our daughter.
Which one of these people is looking? And how hard can it be to find a gun-toting maniac who drove off with a woman and child?
We gotta ditch the car.
What, here?
Here? Yes, here. By now, the cops have circulated a description of me, the two of you, and this car. The minute we stopped for gas, we're dead.
I know that you love Danny, but this has gotten way out of control, Ross. Maybe it's time you turned yourself in.
I got a better idea.
You know, you were right, Todd. This is all my fault. If it weren't for me, Danny wouldn't be where she is right now, wherever that is, and neither would Blair.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're really upset about Blair right now.
I hope Blair is safe. And I'm glad she's with Danny, because as much as we hate each other, I know that she would do anything to protect the child.
All right, everybody out of the car. Gonna trade this puppy in for a new model.
Where?
Don't worry, honey. Your old man's got it under control, okay? Hey, what are you doing in there?
You caught me, Ross. I was trying to make a mad getaway. Look, give a girl some time to put on her shoes, all right? Anyway, move out of the way. It's not like I can go anywhere anyway out here in Bigfoot country.
Exactly. No one's gonna find the car out here.
This is crazy.
Hey, Danny, look, I know you're scared, but trust me, once we get across the border into Canada, we can start a new life. All right, just you and me. What do you say?
We gotta go. I'm tired and I want something to eat.
Okay, well, hang in there. I'll get you something. Hey! What do you got in the bag?
Okay, Matthew, we understand that you're worried about Danny.
And we know that her father has Blair with him now, too.
Okay, but we really need to get back to Landview.
Then go. I'll be fine. Just come get me when she comes back.
I'm sure that the local PD is doing everything it can to find her. Now, we'll keep you informed about what's happening, when it's happening.
Look, when me and Danny were busting out of Warwick, she could have ditched me. Who needs an accomplice in a wheelchair? But she stuck by me, so I'm sticking by her.
Wow, I didn't realize the two of you had become such good friends.
Well, I guess when two people go through something that big together, they get closer.
You sent me to get that file, remember?
Yeah, I kind of thought that you'd have it back at the office by now.
This is so embarrassing. I'm new in town. I got lost. I'm so sorry. It won't happen again.
No, it's good that the file is here. I'm going to work on it tonight.
Oh, is there anything else I can do? Take notes, get your dry cleaning, or...
No, it's all right. I'll see you tomorrow morning at the office, all right? Did I see Nigel out here?
Your butler? I didn't see him.
Oh, all right. Well, good night. See you tomorrow.
What is the meaning of this?
Isn't it obvious? I just didn't want my new boss to see me fooling around with the staff.
Fooling around?
Well, the truth is, I'm very attracted to you. I don't know what it is, your accent, your smile. When I saw you standing here, I felt something.
Really? What?
Have you ever heard of a Sicilian thunderbolt?
No.
That's okay. Come with me and I'll tell you all about it. Better yet, why don't I show you?
We are only here to get Mitch's blood in case one of our children ever needs it. That's all.
Well, Mr. Lawrence doesn't have any to spare right now. Do you know your blood types?
A negative.
Well, I'm afraid you're not a match.
Well, I can't donate unless you're okay with Mitch getting Hep C.
Looks like we're gonna have to hope that the blood I had stored for Shane will be enough. Otherwise, it looks like this SOB is gonna
Doctor, I have news. The lab was able to locate his type from a blood bank in Cherryvale.
Well, doesn't look like I need you two after all. Excuse me.
Well, I guess we should have known it wasn't gonna be that easy.
Yeah. Should have.
She's so scared of you.
I'm gonna see if I can find out why.
Okay.
Patient name.
Glad it's not my blood saving his life. Does that make me like him?
Makes you like me.
He saved my kid's life. I don't want to return the favor.
I owe you an apology.
Why?
It must have been very difficult to come and tell me that Mitch was your biological father, too, and I could have been more understanding.
Believe me, I get it. What do you do when somebody tells you, hey, remember the guy who raped your mother, dug up your husband's remains, killed your brother-in-law? Well, it turns out he's my dad, too. It's not the greatest connection to have to somebody.
Well, that may be so, but the good news is you're Bray's uncle, and I'm Shane's aunt, and that makes me happy. It really does. And although I don't really like what I'm hearing about Stacy, I'm excited that I'm going to get a new niece or nephew soon.
Blood or no blood, our kids are going to have nothing to do with Mitch Lawrence.
Oh, you're still here. Yeah, I'm just waiting, Rex. Stacy, Neville, Stacy. Isn't he adorable?
Pleasure to meet you, miss.
Oh, that accent drives me crazy. Apparently. Now, Stacy, where are our manners? Maybe our guest would like a drink?
Oh, no. Thank you. I don't drink. Well, maybe a small sherry.
No problem. One vodka coming right up. Girl, what's with those teeth? He's from England. They don't have dentists there. We actually do the deed with him. Won't be necessary. Already got him on the ropes. A little TLC, a little vodka. He'll be blowing the whistle on Bo and Nora in no time. I thought you were going to get the other guy to do it. I was, but then I overheard Nigel telling old Crumpet over there that he was never going to tell Clint the truth about Bo and Nora. If anybody's going to do it, it's dear sweet Neville.
Oh, well, as long as the broken-hearted billionaire has your shoulder to cry on.
And I'll use the rest of me to help him forget all about a slut of a wife.
We hear you, Matthew. No, we understand.
But you're not gonna let me stay.
Sweetheart, this may be difficult to accept, but there's really nothing that you can do for Danny here.
Except be here, like she was for me in London. Look, guys, you already put me on a plane once and took me away from my friends. Just listen to me. I have to stay here. I'm needed here.
You're not really giving us much of a choice.
So what is she like?
Excuse me?
Danny, what is she like? What kind of music does she listen to? She a good student? Does she have any friends? Don't tell me she has a boyfriend yet.
Daniela is, like you, very complex.
Come on, tell me about her. I'd like to get to know her in case I get a chance to be father. Or when I get a chance to be father. Oh, come on, what are you doing? I want to talk about our daughter and you're going to work? What the hell?
This isn't my work briefcase.
Yes, I know. I remember that briefcase. That's when you flipped out about when you couldn't find it. What the hell's in there? It's so important.
The story of our daughter's life.
You know, when you took my phone, all that's left in here now is a wallet and a lipstick.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're holding out on me, Blair. When I took your phone, I saw the snacks you were hoarding in there. Hey, my daughter's hungry.
Well, you know what? Why don't you turn yourself in, and then maybe I can take her someplace nice, all right?
We can share it if you want.
No, that's okay. I'm going to hold out for a real meal because it's not like we can be on the run forever.
Look, we need to do something about the car.
Okay. Look, I know it's hard to see right now, but my dad really is a good guy.
Yeah, well, I know he can be.
No, he is. He wouldn't be doing any of this if he didn't feel backed into a corner.
Many people do crazy things when they're desperate.
Excuse me. Get a little help here? Blair?
Thank you, but I shouldn't.
But I made it special for you.
But as I said, I really don't... Well, since you went to the trouble...
Oh, well, look at the time. I have my doctor's appointment. You two kids have fun.
I never really fancied vodka before.
That's because you've never had pineapple. Yummy, huh? I'm sure I can introduce to you lots of new things.
American girls are so helpful.
And English men are so good. I mean, it was so brave of you to come all the way across the ocean to tell Clint the truth about Bo and Nora.
How do you know that?
I didn't mean it. I just overheard you and Nigel talking.
Then you must have also heard my cousin tell me to keep silent.
I did, but it's just... some things just need to be... out in the open.
have a conference call with Mr. Pensky at 6. The latest numbers from London will be in for your review at 7. And you'll want to wish Ronald, the new gardener, a happy birthday.
Thank you, Nigel. What would I do if I didn't have you to tell me what's going on?
Looks like we'll be staying in Seattle a little longer.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, we certainly don't want to take you away from a friend who needs you.
And I'll call the local PD, find out the latest on Danny and Blair.
Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
And we'll be right back. Hey. Are you planning on asking around or getting involved?
Well, I plan to ask around. Blair's a friend. If she's in trouble, then, you know.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I feel a lot better with that on the case. Now I know they'll find her.
Yeah. I'm still caught up on Taya having a daughter we knew nothing about.
And then we just so happened to go to the same boarding school in London.
I know, right? And how did you guys end up getting so close?
I don't know. We talked.
What'd you talk about? Music? Movies? The two of you having crazy lawyer mothers?
Yeah, this is perfect. You can't see the car from the road.
Is all this really necessary?
Honey, it wouldn't be if your mom hadn't shanghaied you all the way to London. She's getting ready to move you again, wasn't she? Well, see, Danny, if I hadn't done this, she would have taken you somewhere else, and I wouldn't be able to find you. She's forcing me to do this.
It's because she loves you, Danny. Mother will do whatever she has to protect her children.
I'm sorry, how do you know my parents?
Well, actually, we have a long history, Danny. I was married to your mother's...
History's a little overrated, though, isn't it, Blair?
You were married to my mother's...
boyfriend. Married to your mother's... Yeah, married to your mother's boyfriend. You know what? I don't know what you're looking for a car out here. I mean, the next dealership is 30 miles away.
Hey, Danny, remember when we used to thumb rides down to Teahupu, catch the surf? Those are great waves, weren't they?
The greatest.
You think you can work your magic thumb here?
Are you kidding me? I don't know if you've noticed, but this isn't Tahiti, Ross. You're going to let your teenage daughter stand on the side of the road and hitchhike?
I'm watching my teenage daughter, and if you so much as hint to her that she's not my teenage daughter, I'm going to cause some damage. You got that, Blair?
Yes. I got it loud and clear. You know what? We both know the truth, though, don't we? I bet Todd knows the truth, too. Yeah, I could see it in his eyes in the parking garage, and I bet you could hear it in his voice when he was warning you not to hurt Danny.
I'm afraid of Todd.
Well, I tell you what you should be, and you better pray that the cops get here before he does, because we both know how far Todd Manning will go to keep his children.
When I left Ross and put Daniela in boarding school, I figured I'd never go back to Tahiti, so I took everything that mattered, and everything that mattered was my daughter. Our daughter. This was the first and last time Daniela ever wore pink.
You got here.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to love this. Read that.
Danielle is extremely bright, but she can sometimes be intolerant of students who are not up to her level. Good for her.
Yeah. When I was away from her, this is all I had of her, and I'm glad to have it now.
A poem by Danny, 7 years old. My mommy is so pretty. My mommy is so smart. My mommy is the one I'll always love with all my heart.
Hey, Bo.
What are you doing here?
Well, Nora and I are here to take Matthew home. And we're worried, too. You know, the situation with Rayburn's daughter and Blair.
Will you be helping with the search?
I told Matthew I'd get him an update. I can't make any
I
promises.
can give you an update. These idiots don't know their asses from deep center field.
Man, you're not an easy man to want help.
And listen, I know that I'm certainly not the first person you'd like to help. And Taya probably the second to last person. But, you know, we're talking about this young girl and Blair, so if you could.
Oh, we're begging you.
Okay, well, just let me talk to the chief and see what I can do.
Thanks for stopping.
Young lady, what are you doing out here by yourself? Are you in some kind of trouble? Teenagers! When aren't they in trouble? Listen, thanks for stopping, man. We've got some car trouble.
You didn't correct Bo when he called Danny Ross's daughter.
Danny shouldn't be the last person to find out she's my kid. I'm going to tell myself and Bo brings you back safe and sound.
The chief says they'll give me everything they've got. They think that Rayburn's headed to the Canadian border. He's trying to evade U.S. jurisdiction.
Guess we better find them before they cross it.
It's nice to know there's one good person left in the world. Think you can give us a lift?
Oh, Neville, I want you so bad.
Do you? Really?
Don't you want me to?
Oh, yeah.
Then there's one thing left to say. Welcome to America. I can't do this.
What? Why not?
It's not that I don't want to. Believe me, nothing would make me happier than to rock your world right now.
Well, then, by all means, rock away. Now, rock away.
No, not when my boss is...
Your boss? Mr. Buchanan?
Clint, yes. All I can think about is how his wife and his brother are stabbing him in the back right now. I mean, whatever happened to loyalty?
Yes. Loyalty.
Well, I won't be like them, Neville. I won't let myself do all those hot, crazy, helpful American girl things I want to do to you. Not when those people are breaking my boss's heart. Damn it, I hate cheaters. They ruin it for everybody.
It is an unfortunate situation. If there was only something...
Oh, there is, Neville. You must tell Mr. Buchanan the truth. And then I'll finally be able to breathe, and I can think about you and me and finishing what we started.
Wow. Did you really hate me that much?
I don't know, I just hated what you and Dad did.
Oh, yeah. Well, you might have been a tad overprotective.
Mom, you two kidnapped me. You were way too overprotective.
Yeah, that wasn't good, was it? I'm sorry, it's just the thought of losing you. That's the scariest time in my life.
You were scared of me dying, and I was scared I'd never walk again. I just think we all went a little nuts.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you and Dad kissed that night.
What?
Sorry, I threatened to use that against you. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, you know, we were just a little nuts.
But I think I figured it out.
What?
Me and Danny, we got so close because of the way we felt about our mothers. And you and Dad got closer because of the way you felt about me. And that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. Oh, Clint, hi.
Hi. I have a few minutes, so I thought I'd check in. How's Matthew?
I'm with him right now.
And he's waving at you with his feet.
Next to your voice, that's the best thing I've heard all day.
Yeah. And Dr. Evans says that he's ready to come home now.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'll have Nigel make all the arrangements.
Well, actually, we're not going to be coming home right away. Matthew would like to stay until he knows that Danny and Blair are safe.
Oh, so you and Bo are both going to stay there a little while longer?
Well, the transfusion's working. He's starting to stabilize. As soon as your dad's blood pressure's high enough, we'll take him down to surgery and repair the internal damage.
Thanks. Don't work too hard, Doc.
Let me ask you something. Does this make sense to you? Why would Mitch stab himself? He's cheated death. He's faked his death. Why would he do this?
Well, I guess we can rule out an act of conscience, but this did keep him out of jail.
The hard way.
You know, what I don't get is why would he stab himself in front of Natalie?
No, see, that I get. What better way to mess with her head even more than he already has?
Right. You know, she was a wreck when Brody and I saw her. I should probably check on her. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Rex? I have been calling and calling you. You were supposed to pick me up.
Doctor's appointment. I am so sorry. I forgot.
Well, this is your baby, okay? And the appointment's in this hospital. How could you even forget that?
It's Mitch. He's in there.
Your father?
Yeah, it's my father. He tried to kill himself.
Oh, my God.
Would you mind taking yourself to the doctor's appointment? I need to be here.
Rex, our baby needs his daddy just as much.
Oh, my God. You know, I need to call Gigi. Let her know what's happening.
When I get married, I think I'm gonna call you Dad. I have a feeling you're gonna be very useful to me.
What are you doing in here?
I was just getting a good look at him because I only have the picture, so I just want to memorize his face in case he lives and tries to come after us.
Okay, but this isn't the first time you've seen him unconscious in a hospital bed. The clinic? When you and Roxy were stealing his blood to pass it off as your own? Ring any bells?
How many times do I have to apologize for that?
Have you apologized for that?
Besides, he was basically like a turnip in a bedspread. This is hardly the same thing. Oh, Rex, I'm sorry. Sorry, I know this must be hard for you, but you're not alone. I remember everything you told me about him. I know the kind of man our baby's grandfather is, and he's gonna be okay. We're in this together.
We'll be moving your dad into surgery as soon as we get his blood work back.
Okay.
I just need to get these samples.
I'm sorry, Kimberly. I regret I must decline your kind offer to renew our relations.
Why is it me? Did I come on too strong?
Oh, on the contrary. I now see all that is good about America. Unfortunately, I cannot meet your conditions. I couldn't possibly tell Mr. Clint Buchanan what I know. It is simply not my place.
But it's the right thing to do.
But it is not the proper thing. Mr. Buchanan would never accept this news coming from me.
Well, I've only been his assistant for a hot 5 minutes, so I can't tell him.
There is only one person in our master's life who could intrude in this way, and that's Nigel. He's Mr. Buchanan's right hand, and he's earned his trust.
Yeah, I've noticed he's pretty protective. He's a real pain in the...
Now, Nigel is an example to those of us in service.
That's what I was saying.
I only wish I could be more like my cousin.
Of course I mean it. If you and Bo need to stay there a little longer, that's fine.
You're sure?
Yeah, I think it's great that Matthew wants to make sure his friend is okay. I'm proud of him for that. Nora, do what you need to do.
Okay, thank you. How's Natalie holding up?
Well, I haven't seen her since this morning. She was cleaning out Jared's desk.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, but she's gonna get through this. Look, I have to go, all right? But listen, I hope Matthew's friend gets home soon.
Me too.
Because that way, my family will get back soon, too. I love you, Nora.
I love you too.
You okay?
Hmm? What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Why?
It's just I know that I've come between you and Uncle Clint.
Oh, honey, no, it's not you.
Then what is it?
It's nothing. Clint and I are fine.
Look, I'll admit, at first I wasn't okay with you being with Uncle Clint and stuff. But now I really am cool with it. And plus, if it wasn't for Uncle Clint finding Dr. Evans, I wouldn't be able to do this.
Oh my God, look at you. That's even better than last time.
Mom, are you crying?
I'm not crying. I'm not. I'm just so happy to have my baby back. Oh, gosh. I can only imagine what Taya's going through.
It's a rental agreement for Blair's car. Did you send out a description of the vehicle?
To every filling station in a 90-mile radius.
Okay, did you check the GPS?
That make of car doesn't come with one.
Yeah, but it says right here that Blair rented a portable GPS. So call the car company, try to get a serial number for that unit.
Does this mean you can track where Ross has gone?
Well, we'll see.
It was the craziest thing. We were driving along, the steering locked, and the car slid off the road. We ended up way, way over there, and we're lucky to be alive.
Then you need a tow more than a ride.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, could I use your phone? Because our cell reception for some reason doesn't work out here.
It's in my car. I'll make the call for you.
You know, don't worry about the doctor's appointment. I'll just reschedule it. Hey, I'm sorry to hear about your dad.
We're ready to take him to the OR.
Save it, okay? We're not here for you. We're here for our own children.
Next time you try to kill yourself, try harder.
Kill myself.
So you really think Mr. Buchanan would listen to Nigel if you told him the truth about his wife and his brother?
I do. I only wish I was half the man my cousin is.
I don't know, Nev. Don't be so hard on yourself. I think you could be exactly the man Nigel is.
Thank you, Nigel. Is everything all right? You look troubled.
I was thinking about this family and all you've been going through.
Well, we couldn't get through any of it without you.
It's very kind of you, sir.
No, I mean it. You're a good man, Nigel. You're always thinking about what's best for the Buchanan family.
I do try, sir.
You are doing great, okay? Just one more. Oh, gosh, is that too much? Am I hurting you?
No, I'm fine. Just keep going.
It's Danny, isn't it? Oh, come on, sweetheart. They'll find her. I promise. Remember? Dad's on the case now.
Okay, we input the serial number. Now we should be able to pick up the signal from the GPS.
It's not doing anything.
Well, it doesn't emit a signal until the unit's turned on. It looks like maybe the unit's not turned on.
How are we gonna find my baby?
You hit him so hard he's not even moving.
Danny, he's gonna be fine, honey. He's just gonna wake up in an hour with a headache.
You've gotten way too out of control. This man needs to go to a doctor, and you need to turn yourself in.
That's a great plan, Blair. Lose Danny all over again? Get moving. Get in the car. Now!
Sorry. I'm sure this was gonna work, but it's not over. All right? We will find her.
So what are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna stay here and figure out the next step. Okay, why don't you two go get some rest?
How are we supposed to rest?
I'm not gonna go anywhere.
Well, no, I'll let you know if anything happens.
Hey! I don't know what you're waiting for, but if you think you know what I'm capable of, Blair, you ain't seen nothing.
Wait, what? All right, Blair. I think we may have a fix on him.